That morning, in the studio of The View, the atmosphere started like any other recording session. But little did anyone know, a surprising moment would soon erupt into laughter and become the hot topic across all social media platforms. The show, known for its intense debates, was about to experience something different today. Whoopi Goldberg, the host for the day, made an unexpected swerve with just the mention of a name. And from there, a memorable, hilarious, and somewhat backfiring moment was born, leaving the entire studio unable to hold back their laughter. The tension in the studio was palpable as Whoopi's sharp words went straight for Musk's public image, leaving both fans and critics wondering if this was the beginning of a fiery media war. As things unfolded, one thing became clear. Whoopi was ready to challenge Musk in a way no one had expected. What happened next was a showdown that everyone was talking about, and it was definitely far from over. You can't miss this moment. Join the heated debate about the showdown between Whoopi Goldberg and Elon Musk. Did Whoopi really humiliate Musk? Or is this just an unexpected battle of wits? Don't forget to share your thoughts and stay tuned for what's coming next. This fight is just getting started. Hit like and share if you want to see even more intense moments. The atmosphere in the View studio that morning began like any other recording session. The show is known for its fiery topics and heated debates, but no one expected that just one name could make the entire studio burst into laughter and create one of the most viral moments in the show's history. Whoopi Goldberg, the host that day, started with a purposeful tone. She looked directly at the camera, gently flipped through her notes, and then slowly began, "So yesterday Elon Musk took his son X." The moment she mentioned the name X, there was an immediate brief silence. Joy Bahar, known for her wit and uncontrollable sense of humor, immediately raised an eyebrow and interjected, "X?" No more words were needed, and the entire studio burst into laughter. That reaction spread like wildfire, and Whoopi, as an experienced host, knew she had just created a memorable TV moment. She wasn't surprised by the reaction, but kept her calm expression, slightly raising her hand as if to regain control of the studio, then responded with a sarcastic and somewhat mocking tone, "I didn't name that kid." Once again, the audience erupted in laughter. She continued, maintaining her calm demeanor but with a playful hint. "I don't want to hear any more about our name." Whoopi's half-smile and mischievous tone not only delighted the audience, but also triggered a chain reaction. Sunny Hostin, the co-host known for her sharp opinions, tilted her head with a mischievous smile. She understood that Whoopi's comment was not just a joke about Musk's son's unusual name, but also a clever jab at those who had once criticized her own name. The conversation quickly shifted to a more interesting topic, the meaning of stage names and identity in Hollywood. With a blend of humor and sincerity, Sunny turned to Whoopi and said, "You know, Whoopi, I get it. People always ask me why I don't use my real name." Sunny, whose real name is Onion Cummings, had long faced questions about why she chose a different name when appearing on television. Changing names isn't just about making it easier to relate, but also a way to overcome the biases associated with one's background. Whoopi nodded, then glanced at Joy Bahar, who also didn't use her birth name. Joy chuckled softly and waved her hand as if trying to avoid getting involved in the conversation. But Whoopi wasn't letting her off that easily. "Joy, why don't you tell them your real name?" Immediately, the entire studio tuned in. Joy sighed but kept a smile on her face, admitting, "Josephine Victoria Uto. My grandmother named me after herself, and she used to threaten that if I changed it, she would..." Once again, the entire studio erupted in laughter. Bahar had a unique storytelling style, blending humor with personal anecdotes. Whoopi, with an understanding smile, looked directly at the camera and said, "That's why we don't judge names here, okay?" However, the discussion didn't stop there. All eyes turned to the name that had caused a stir, XAA12. Joy Bahar, unable to hide her curiosity, asked the question everyone was dying to know. "So, what does that name mean?" Sunny, always the one to dig for information, quickly found the details. X represents the unknown variable. A is the elvish way of writing artificial intelligence from mythology, or it could symbolize love, and A12 is their favorite aircraft. Bahar widened her eyes and said, "So basically, the kid's name is a math problem?" The audience burst into laughter, and even Whoopi couldn't hold back, tapping lightly on the table, shaking her head and saying, "Look, I'm not judging, but I'm just saying, when that kid grows up and has to fill out a government form, good luck." However, the discussion wasn't just about the name. It also reflected a larger trend among celebrities choosing unique names for their children to express individuality or deeper meanings. As Whoopi, Joy, and Sunny shared their experiences with celebrity names, the conversation took a deeper turn. It wasn't just about laughing at Elon Musk's son's unusual name, but also a discussion on identity, recognition, and the complexities of fame. Why do some celebrities change their names? Is it for better accessibility or to leave parts of their past behind? Does a name really matter, or is it the person and their accomplishments that define them? Whoopi, with the wisdom that comes from years of ups and downs, wrapped up the discussion with a thoughtful reflection. In the end, a name is just a name. What matters is what you do with it. The room fell silent for a moment, not in an awkward way, but in a moment of reflection. The laughter faded, replaced by nods of agreement from the audience. The show moved on to other topics, but the discussion about XAA12 still lingered in many people's minds. It wasn't just a strange name, it sparked a larger conversation about identity, fame, and how society views even the simplest things. And who knows, maybe one day XAA12 will appear on a talk show to explain his name in his own words. Until then, Whoopi Goldberg and her co-hosts will surely have more to say, and the audience will be eager to listen. That morning, the atmosphere in the studio of the talk show was livelier than usual. The hosts had barely sat down for 5 minutes when a heated debate broke out. The hot topic of the day was Elon Musk attending a White House press conference with his son, XAA12, and the speculation about whether he would appear on a talk show to explain his name in his own words. Until then, Whoopi Goldberg and her colleagues would certainly have a lot more to say, and the audience would be eager to listen. So yesterday, Elon Musk decided to take his little one X to the White House, standing next to Trump at a press conference, and I just have to ask one question: why? Whoopi emphasized the word why, causing the entire audience to burst into laughter. However, the other hosts didn't let her dominate the conversation. Joy Bahar seized the opportunity to make a sharp joke. Musk didn't just bring little X, he might have brought Instagram along too. Bahar's pointed remark sent the studio into another round of laughter. Everyone immediately understood her intent. Musk's growing influence in the tech world, from Tesla and SpaceX to the Twitter acquisition, now rebranded as X. Sunny Hostin, the sharp voice of the show, raised an eyebrow with a serious expression. Elon Musk is a businessman. I understand why he's at political events, but I really don't understand why he'd bring his son into such important discussions. Sarah Haynes, with a gentle yet equally sharp tone, added, I don't think a child should be at a White House press conference, especially when Donald Trump is involved. To understand the controversy better, let's rewind to that moment. The press conference took place in the East Room of the White House. Donald Trump stood in the middle with his signature expression, half serious, half waiting to steal the spotlight. Next to him was Elon Musk, dressed in a sleek black suit, his hand resting on his son's shoulder. The boy, with platinum blonde hair, stood there looking around curiously. At just 4 years old, he was too young to grasp the weight of the event taking place. But that didn't stop photographers from constantly snapping photos, instantly turning this moment into an iconic image, and also a fiercely debated one. A reporter from the Washington Post wasted no time asking, Mr. Musk, why did you bring your son here today? Musk smiled gently, unfazed, unlike many business moguls who might have been put off by the scrutiny. He shrugged and replied, I think it's good for him to see how the world works. The audience murmured. Musk was known for his signature way of speaking, part philosophical, part enigmatic. But this answer didn't fully satisfy the room. Trump, of course, didn't miss the opportunity to chime in. Elon is a genius, he's an amazing guy, and honestly, this kid, he's going to be even greater. Trump's words only fueled the controversy further. Is Musk using his son as a PR tool? Back on the talk show, the hosts didn't hold back their opinions. After letting her colleagues debate for a moment, Whoopi Goldberg finally spoke up. She emphasized each word as if to ensure no one could miss her stance. He's not helping build the economy. He's using Tesla as free advertising for Trump. Whoopi's remark caused an explosion in the studio. The audience erupted in applause, and Bahar quickly chimed in. Exactly. We're talking about a billionaire who owns several tech companies and runs one of the largest social media platforms in the world. If he wants to promote Trump, he has millions of other ways to do it. But dragging a child into this political battle is just weird. Sunny Hostin, always the calm and rational voice of the show, offered a different perspective. But who knows, maybe Elon Musk genuinely believes that exposing his son to politics at such a young age will help him develop the right mindset. What I'm concerned about is whether X is truly being protected in all of this. Sarah Haynes nodded in agreement. This is a child, and no one is protecting him from the pressure of the media. The showdown between Whoopi Goldberg and Elon Musk is sure to have many more unexpected twists. Join the conversation and share your thoughts on what's happened. Will Musk respond, or will Whoopi keep stirring the pot? Hit like, share, and leave a comment right now. Don't miss any moments in this battle. Stay tuned and see who will come out on top. The show continued, and the debate showed no signs of slowing down. Some viewed it as an innocent moment, Musk bringing his son to a political event as a lesson. However, others raised a bigger question. Is Musk intentionally using his son as a PR tool? Whatever the answer may be, one thing is certain. The image of little X and Elon at the White House will be remembered for a long time. And knowing Musk, this is probably not the last time he sparks a global controversy with his decisions. As for the talk show, that day's discussion was just the beginning of a larger conversation about the role of celebrities in politics and where the line is drawn between personal life and public influence. Whoopi, as usual, wrapped up the discussion with a sarcastic remark before the show moved on to the next topic. If this is how Musk is teaching his son about the world, then I've just got one thing to say. Good luck, kid. The audience erupted in laughter, but beneath the humor was an undeniable truth. The world isn't easy for anyone, not even the son of one of the most powerful men on the planet. That day, the talk show was supposed to be about Elon Musk and politics, but in an instant, Whoopi Goldberg decided to change the direction. And once Whoopi made up her mind, nothing could stop her. She waved her hand decisively, placed the papers on the table, and stared straight into the camera. Her eyes lit up with determination. The audience knew she was about to say something shocking. All right, let's be real for a second. If Elon Musk has enough money to buy Twitter, surely he has enough to fix Tesla's roadside assistance service, she said. A brief silence hung in the air before the entire studio erupted in applause. The applause echoed throughout the room, some laughing, but everyone understood that Whoopi had touched on a sensitive issue that millions could relate to. Since Musk acquired Twitter, now known as X, all the attention seems to have shifted to this social media platform. He spends hours debating with online users, firing thousands of employees, tweaking algorithms, and even sleeping in the office to prove his dedication. However, in the meantime, Tesla, the golden egg of his empire, has been neglected. Joy Bahar immediately seized the opportunity and delivered a sharp jab. No surprise that people's Teslas break down on the road and they have to wait 5 hours for help. Sunny Hostin, who usually doesn't participate in such humorous attacks, unexpectedly joined in. My husband once had to wait 5 hours just to get support from Tesla. And don't forget, this is an electric car, not a gas-powered one. He couldn't just step outside and pump gas. Sunny's story only made the discussion even more intense. Bahar gasped. Whoopi simply crossed her arms and shook her head, looking helpless. I mean, if you can build a self-driving car, surely you can create an efficient customer support team, Whoopi said, causing the audience to burst into laughter. And it wasn't just Sunny Hostin. Thousands of Tesla customers had voiced complaints about the slow customer service. Many Tesla owners complained about having to wait for hours, sometimes even days, to get help when their cars broke down, facing shortages of replacement parts, and concerns about accidents related to Tesla's self-driving technology raised significant public alarm. Joy Bahar, never one to miss an opportunity for a sarcastic remark, continued with another humorous comment. I just have one question. If Teslas can drive themselves, why can't customer service run any faster? This time, the applause was even louder, but Whoopi wasn't finished. She shifted her focus to the bigger issue. Was Musk neglecting Tesla while chasing other projects like Twitter? He's doing way too much at once. Twitter, SpaceX, Tesla, Neuralink, the Boring Company, and now it's clear he wants to be a political figure too, Whoopi said. Even Sarah Haynes, who usually maintains a neutral stance, couldn't help but agree this time. A tech company can't operate efficiently if its CEO spends all day arguing with people on Twitter. Whoopi nodded before delivering the final punch. We don't need him to fix America. We just need him to fix Tesla first. As soon as the show ended, social media erupted. The hashtag @YourFixTeslaNow quickly climbed to the top of trending topics, along with another powerful hashtag, #Whoopi vs. Musk. Everyone was eager to see how Elon Musk would respond. Would he fire back with a sarcastic tweet, or would he ignore it, as he often does when facing criticism? Whatever Musk's reaction, one thing was certain. Whoopi's attack had made its mark. She didn't just expose a serious issue, but also got the entire country talking about it. And with Whoopi Goldberg, this was definitely not the final blow. That day, the talk show witnessed a fiery debate about Elon Musk, Tesla, Twitter, and politics. Whoopi Goldberg took aim at Musk, setting social media ablaze with the hashtag #FixTeslaNow. But no one expected that Joy Bahar, the sharp-witted queen of humor on the show, would create the most explosive moment of the episode. And this time, she might have gone too far. It all started when the conversation shifted to politics and the relationship between Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Musk had occasionally sided with Trump, but at times he had distanced himself. However, as one of the most powerful entrepreneurs in the world, Musk couldn't avoid having a certain influence in the political landscape of the U.S., and that was when Bahar dropped a joke. She cleared her throat, her eyes twinkling mischievously, and delivered the line with a knowing smile. I think instead of buying a Tesla, Trump should buy one of Elon's rockets. The studio erupted in laughter. Everyone knew Musk owned SpaceX, and with his ambition to send humans to Mars, he might just be the only one who could accidentally turn Trump into an astronaut. But Joy Bahar wasn't done yet. She continued, her voice full of excitement, when Whoopi Goldberg immediately interrupted. All right, we need to go to commercial, she said urgently and firmly, as if she had just witnessed a media disaster unfolding before her eyes. The audience in the studio not only burst into laughter, but also felt a bit uneasy. It was clear that Bahar was about to say, blast off into space and never come back. But Whoopi intervened before she could finish, knowing that line could easily be misinterpreted to mean Trump should disappear from Earth. In an era when political tensions in the U.S. had reached a boiling point, even a passing joke could turn into a major scandal. Whoopi understood that, and she didn't want that to happen. As the commercial break began and the cameras turned off, the hosts of the show were still processing what had just happened. Sarah Haynes shook her head, trying to hold back a laugh but unable to hide her concern. Sunny Hostin stared at Joy Bahar as if to say, "What did you just do?" And Joy Bahar, she just chuckled and shrugged casually as if it was no big deal. "Hey, I wasn't finished," she protested, her signature sarcasm still intact. Whoopi, now composed, rested her elbow on the table and tilted her head. looking at Bahar. "Did you realize that if I hadn't cut you off, the entire internet would have exploded the moment we went back on air?" Although Bahar's remark was interrupted, the internet didn't let it go. When the show returned from the commercial break, Twitter erupted with mixed reactions. The hashtag #JoyBaharRocket quickly climbed the trending charts, accompanied by a flood of responses ranging from humorous to outraged. "We all know what Bahar was about to say, and Whoopi saved her from a scandal," one user wrote. "Someone buy Trump a one-way ticket to Mars," another mocked. "Bahar crossed the line. It's no longer just a harmless joke. I love Whoopi. She just saved the whole show in 1 second." Some even went further, photoshopping an image of Trump in a spacesuit with the caption SpaceX, "One way, no return." Controversial statements from TV hosts are nothing new, but this time, Joy Behar seemed to be walking a fine line between sharp humor and a media storm. High-profile TV personalities like Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert, and Bill Maher have faced backlash for jokes that crossed political lines. But Joy Behar is a seasoned veteran in the industry. She knows how the media works, and thanks to Whoopi's quick thinking, she may have just avoided an all-out scandal. Typically, when a TV host faces criticism, ABC would require them to clarify their remarks in the next episode. But with Bahar, she's likely to continue to make light of the situation, stirring up even more controversy, as that's her style. One thing is for sure, the next episode of the show will be a must-watch. Will she explain herself, or will she keep playing it up as usual? There's only one way to find out. Stay tuned to see what Bahar does next. As the controversy surrounding Joy Bahar's joke on the TV show still lingered, another shocking event occurred. SpaceX had just experienced a catastrophic failure when one of its rockets exploded just minutes after launch, creating a dramatic scene in the sky. The media quickly reported on the incident, but what made the situation even stranger was how the public began to link the explosion to the TV show. In the storm of speculation, something unusual happened. Elon Musk remained completely silent on X. No one could have predicted that just days after Bahar joked about Trump buying one of Musk's rockets, a SpaceX rocket would explode. This strange coincidence quickly became fertile ground for conspiracy theories on X. The hashtag #BearRocket began morphing into Bahar Curse, with users joking that Bahar's joke had cursed SpaceX. Did someone mention the explosion? Bahar is the uninvited prophet we didn't ask for. Bahar told Trump to go to space, and SpaceX responded with an explosion. Coincidence? I think not. Some even said, "Right. I'm never letting Bahar talk about my bank account again. Don't want it disappearing like that explosion." However, beyond the memes and jokes, this story was also starting to catch the attention of mainstream media. Fox News, a competitor of the show, immediately seized the opportunity, mocking that Bahar's joke was as dangerous as a failed rocket launch. Other media outlets approached the issue from a different angle, analyzing whether SpaceX was facing serious technical problems or if it was simply a routine mishap. For someone like Musk, who is known for tweeting around the clock, his silence on the SpaceX rocket explosion made many people think. Normally, he would immediately take to X to explain what happened, blame someone, or post a self-deprecating meme. But this time, there was no tweet. Musk's silence only added to the intrigue about his strategy in the shadows. Was he quietly gathering data for a grand comeback, or was he planning a counterattack on the talk show for turning the incident into a joke? Some media experts speculate that Musk is taking an unconventional approach because the SpaceX rocket explosion is no small matter. While SpaceX has faced failures before, each misstep affects the company's credibility and the private space industry as a whole. Musk may be carefully calculating his next move instead of reacting immediately. He may be waiting for the controversy to die down before making a stronger statement. The feud with the TV show could be an opportunity. If played right, Musk could turn the narrative in his favor, shifting public attention away from the rocket explosion and onto Bahar and the TV show. And if there's one thing we know about Elon Musk, it's that he never stays silent for long. As Musk remains silent, the TV show faces a difficult situation. Whoopi Goldberg, who had saved Bahar earlier, now has to decide whether to continue discussing Musk and SpaceX or steer clear of the topic. Should Bahar clarify her joke or let it fade away on its own? If they keep joking, they may face a strong backlash, especially if Musk responds forcefully. Everything now depends on Musk. If Musk decides to speak out, it won't just be a simple statement. He's a master of media manipulation and could turn the rocket explosion into a joke or even make a direct appearance on a talk show. The battle between Musk and the show is far from over, and if anyone has a secret card up their sleeve, it's Musk. Even in his silence, Musk's lack of response only fuels public curiosity. This is in stark contrast to his usual actions, where he quickly responds and challenges the media. His silence makes people believe he's planning something, like the calm before the storm. While Musk remains silent, his supporters continue to attack the talk show and Whoopi Goldberg, claiming they are trying to undermine Musk's reputation. The show and its critics strike back, questioning why, if Musk is as strong as he claims, he hasn't spoken out. The controversy quickly escalates, drawing in prominent figures. According to sources on X, Musk isn't ignoring the talk show but is planning a counterattack. Instead of simply tweeting mockery, he might appear on rival talk shows like The Joe Rogan Experience or Tucker Carlson Tonight to take control of the narrative and turn the situation around. Musk could opt for a more subtle approach, using the talk show as a marketing tool for Tesla or SpaceX. A tweet like, "Our rockets may explode, but at least we're not wasting your time like a talk show," could be his tactic. Musk could launch a mocking media campaign, using social media to turn Whoopi Goldberg and the talk show into the latest joke. However, he chooses to remain silent, perhaps to prolong the controversy and maintain public attention. While Musk stays quiet, the talk show faces a difficult situation. Should they continue mocking Musk or shift to another topic? Will Whoopi Goldberg condemn Musk's silence, or will she wait for his response? Some believe the show will continue pushing the story further to attract attention. A battle with Musk could help boost the talk show's ratings, but if Musk retaliates, he could seriously damage their public image. If Musk is truly preparing to strike back, we've only seen the beginning of this drama. Will Musk return with a powerful blow, or continue with his strategic silence? Will the talk show continue to provoke Musk or back off? One thing is for sure. This story is far from over, and when Musk finally speaks up, everything will change. Ultimately, the feud between Musk and the talk show is just a part of the larger media game that both sides are playing. Musk, with his calculated silence strategy, has skillfully kept the public's attention, while the talk show faces the decision of whether to continue provoking or back off. Everything now depends on Musk's next move. Once he speaks, however he does it, the media storm will no longer be just an online debate. It will become a global event. Stay tuned for the latest developments, and don't forget to share your thoughts on this unmissable showdown.